and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is how we do the game. And this is 6 times. Come on, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5, 6, 7 and 8. 5, 6, 7 and 8. 9, 10. 9 and 10. This is how we do the game. This is how we do. Come on. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5, 6, 7 and 8. 5, 6, 7 and 8. 9 and 10.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing.
This is how we do the game.
This is how we do the game.
This is how we do the game. Come on.
Hey, na fine boy, ever. Hey, na fine boy, ever. Hey, na lada, ever.
Hey, na lada. Yes, Junior na polo.
Hey, na polo.
Hey, Junior na polo.
Hey, na polo.
Root na transformer. Come on.
Hey, na transformer, ever.
Root na transformer.
Hey, na transformer, ever.
Hey, na Blanco.
Hey, na Pao. Hey, na Pao. Hey, na Blanco.
Wilson na chicken, no.
Hey, na
Wilson na chicken, no.
Hey, na
Okay, I'm going there. Shake that booty, name of the Lord. Shake that booty, name of the Lord. Shake that. Okay, I'm going there. Shake that booty, name of the Lord. Okay, I'm going there. Shake that booty, name of the Lord. Shake that booty, name of the Lord. Shake that. Okay, I'm going there. This is how we do it again.
Jeje, we dey go, Jeje.
Jeje, we dey go, Jeje. I say small, we dey go.
Jeje,
We dey go. Oh yeah, NIMA, we dey go.
Jeje.
NIMA, we don dey go.
Jeje.
NIMA, we dey go.
Jeje.
You don't start am right, no Jeje, we dey go. Jeje, we dey go. Jeje, we dey go. Jeje, we dey go. I say NIMA, we dey go. Jeje, I say NIMA, we dey go. Jeje, Master, I say we dey go. Jeje, NIMA, I say we dey go. Jeje,
It's NIMA reality TV show. Stay glued on your TV screens.
Probably refrigerated this morning with the blend. Blend it yesterday.
Or you blend and put in the fridge, or you put in the fridge and blend this morning.
Well, how about we do it like this? Since you, because honestly, the longer I ate my mind. So how about we do like, since you bring this idea, how about what you're saying now, we'll do it maybe this evening, like so that tomorrow we'll enjoy my mind.
Yeah.
It's good, right? It's good?
even inside his house.
Yeah, they should understand it. Just everything put it on the shelf. I took my mind from the mouth. Before.
I like it.
That blend, see, that blender is strong. It has like 4 blades. It will blend that back.
Plus, it's going to be soaked.
Okay,
The base
do you
is
want
going
to
to be
try?
soaked.
With the not water inside to blend it.
To blend it, the base will be soaked.
It's better I used to blend my own more expensive.
Okay, Gary is there now. Mama and Gary. Mama and Cosmo.
For breakfast.
For breakfast.
Who tries to make
Gary for breakfast.
Then use custard.
Okay, what do you take? What do you take? Talk to me, talk to me. Pap.
It's custard.
Listen,
Custard.
one provision for pap.
Yes.
Talk to me, Sha.
It will be pap for you.
We need normally chap.
Custard is there.
You talk
You cannot drink pap, go for custard.
Pap, custard, Gary.
Finish.
Actually, you can actually eat moi moi and jackfish.
If you want to
You just go to the park.
No. See, Queen is not when there's food. When we are done, they'll bring out the beans. We'll go pick it. That's why this two will pick it.
After this one, now we're going to clean. After clean up, we are giving
I said it is simple. After everything, when we are gisting up, when we are having you pick the beans.
Okay, sharp.
Then you put some of them that put that water. In the morning, you need to wash it up and blend. Wash it. Don't worry,
Anybody can do
my question
Like, are we done here?
We are not. They have to give you where to clean. After, from here, we're going to clean up. From clean up, breakfast. Yeah. Wilson is good on that, so.
Wilson, come and do your job. Because take me to him too. Let me do my thing.
Wilson, take me out.
Huh? The last game Wilson took away. You'll be surprised.
I was here. No, there's not so good. Fresh room. Rasha. Sisi. McNamara. Amazing.
Masha, I'm first
toilet. Marco. Mayodi.
Yeah, what is
Indiana.
Indiana is an errand boy. He's an errand boy.
Why you using my name?
That's your personal punishment, errand boy. We don't have personal punishment. As I'm saying, first toilet, Marco, Mayodi, changing room, Kelly, Nero.
Yes, and I'm born.
Second room, Vicky, Ruth. Then toilet, that's the second toilet. Ben and Tiffy, Vicky. Ben and Tiffy. First toilet. Marco, three of these two don't matter.
I thought for you to be sure.
Check the content. Dispose.
Keeping the same face and looking everything in this
Every breath from our city.
Wait, now calm down.
I'm coming.
Ha! Now, wow.
Indiana.
What do I know? Yeah.
Go, man. Go. He's just using this eye.
It's NIMA Reality TV Show. Stay glued on your TV screens. It's NIMA Reality TV Show. Stay glued on your TV screens.
The World Maritime Day is coming up tomorrow, September 29th. A great event and a great celebration will be held in different countries of the world, especially the maritime nations, of which Nigeria is one of them. Tomorrow at Eco Hotel, the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, being the apex agency in Nigerian maritime sector, will be hosting 2022 World Maritime Day for the entire maritime stakeholders. And so, your presentation tonight will focus on the theme of 2022 Maritime Day, as highlighted by the International Maritime Organization, IMO. The theme of 2022 World Maritime Day is New Technologies for Greener Shipping. New Technologies for Greener Shipping. This is the central theme earmarked by International Maritime Organization for this year's celebration of World Maritime Day. The captain has decided to divide the 26 ambassadors into 4, whereas the head of house and the deputy will supervise the 4 groups, but not play active role in their presentations. Each group will have 6 members, a leader, and 5 others. And so, if you hear your name, you stand. Kayode.
Yes, Captain.
Nero.
Yes, Captain.
Junior.
Yes, Captain.
Wilson.
Yes, Captain.
Kayode, you are the leader of Team A. Nero, you are the leader of Team B. Junior, Team C. And Wilson, Team D. Team A, Kayode.
Yes, Captain.
Choose one housemate as your first member amongst the remaining 20, exempting the head of house and his deputy. Be audible.
Captain, I choose Winnie.
Who?
Winnie, sir.
Winnie, stand at the back of Kayode. Wilson, choose.
Captain, I choose CC.
Cici, at the back. Kayode, choose your second member.
Captain, I choose Veli.
Who?
Veli.
Veli, at the back of Kayode. Nero, choose your second member.
Captain, I choose Ruth.
Who?
Ruth, sir.
Ruth, at the back. Junior, choose your second member.
V.
Who?
V, Captain.
V. Move. Wilson.
Captain, I choose Ben.
Who?
Ben.
Ben at the back of Wilson. Each group should sit one side. Starting from Kayode, choose your position. I believe you know your members.
Yes, Captain. Yes, Captain.
At the center table are 4 pebbles containing 4 topics to speak on. Kayode, choose one. Nero, Junior, and Wilson. Open your pebble. Team A, Kayode.
Yes, Captain.
What is your topic? Read it out loud.
Okay, Captain. My topic is new technology for greener shipping.
Be audible enough.
New technologies for greener shipping.
New technologies for greener shipping.
Yes, Captain.
That's the central theme of 2022 World Maritime Day. Your team should prepare a speech on that topic. As the leader of the team, you must not necessarily be the chief speaker. You are allowed to appoint who becomes the chief speaker of your team. Wilson.
Yes, Captain.
Read out your topic.
The place of NIMA reality TV show in innovating practical solutions to maritime challenges in Nigeria.
It's going to be a total 1-hour presentation by the 4 groups. Each group will have 15 minutes.
Noted, Captain.
Monitor their timing and stop them when their time is off.
Solving maritime issues in our
we all know that. Beautiful. All right. Now, we just got to the declaration. We are all sitting here. People are the world's maritime that with a very, very crucial thing inside their houses and that. Some new, some space. New technologies for greener shipping. Now, I'm going to be calling upon 4 different groups starting with respective.
It's NIMA Reality TV Show. Stay glued on your TV screens.
After my life. I don't know.
Take your seats at the lounge accordingly. The long-awaited time is here. Tomorrow, the whole world will be celebrating the 2022 World Maritime Day. And Nigeria, as a maritime nation, will be joining the Committee of Maritime Nations to celebrate this special occasion. Today, the housemates of NIMA reality TV show will be adding their voice to the central theme of this year's Maritime World Day. It is expected to be a great presentation by the 4 teams of NIMA housemates. The team A led by Coyote and team B led by Nero. Team C is led by Junior, whereas team D is led by Wilson. These 3 or 4 teams, these 4 teams will be slugging it out in a presentation aimed at exposing the issues of technology and innovations and how it affects maritime operations globally and in Nigeria. And now, the head of house, Melvino and his deputy, Tata, will take over to host this great presentation.
Thank you, Captain. Good day, ladies and gentlemen.
Good day.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen.
Good day.
All protocol duly observed. As we all know, for starters, anyone can hold an arm when the sea is calm. Also, we should also take note that a calm and smooth sea can never produce or make a good and skillful sailor. Rather, a pack-out sea and rugged sea can make a good sailor. Standing on that, permit me to introduce myself. My name is Melvin Richman, aka it's your boy Melvino again. And beside me is my ever gorgeous and beautiful co-host,
Augustina Aisha Puri, aka Tata.
Okay. Now, for starters, we are all seated here to celebrate the Maritime World Day. Now, as we all know, the topic we're talking about today by 4 outspoken and eloquent teams is the new technology for greener shipping. Now, please permit me, without no further ado, to introduce the first 2 teams respectively to come on board to make you understand how we can actually get those things we're looking for, greener shipping through new technologies. Without no further ado, please permit me to introduce Team A for the presentation. Thank
you. This is Captain. All ambassadors be upstanding. In honor and respect to Nigeria as a maritime nation and a great one in Africa, we sing the national anthem.
To serve our father's land with love and strength and faith, the labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
Be all seated. Let the presentation now begin.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Oluwakayode Joseph. I'm representing Group A. I will firstly tell you what a green shipping means. A green shipping is when a person or goods have been moved from one country to another using as small resources and energy as possible to protect the environment from pollutants generated by the ship. These topics have been chosen by the IMO International Maritime Organization as the themes for the 2022 World Maritime Day, which reflects the need to support a green transition of maritime sectors into a sustainable futures without leaving anybody behind. In this case, I will be introducing my able first guest to tell us more about the technological advancements of maritime industry. Officer Vicky, may you have the floor.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Vicky, and as you know, our topic for today is new technology for greener shipping. First and foremost, what is technology? Technology can be said to be the application of scientific knowledge for the practical aims of human life. In other words, the change and manipulations of the human environment through science. As we all can see, the world is getting more advanced and better every day. The maritime shipping is integral to the global economic of the world. Secondly, I want to talk about the way the technology has affected the marine industry. The marine industry is over 80% of the marine
Thank you, Officer Vicky. I really appreciate it. As you all know, shipping is one of the most effective ways of moving goods from one location to another. I would like to introduce my chief speaker to shed more light on this. Officer Winnie, may you have the floor, please?
Thank you so much, Officer Kayode. Before introducing the topic, I would like to apologize for my last speaker. Probably she needed to use the toilet. Before introducing the topic, we must know that the environment must be considered in all details of shipping, from the build of a vessel through at decommissioning. That is, before introducing the new technologies for green shipping, we need to first look at the environment as it is introduced in all details of building a ship, from building a ship to the commissioning of that ship. Now, why has the International Maritime Organization decided to hammer on this topic for the theme of the World Maritime Day? Well, the International Maritime Organization has introduced this theme to reduce the impact of the marine industry by regulating exhaust emission, carbon gases, and other gases in the environment, thereby encouraging the marine industry to be environmental friendly. Presently, the International Maritime Organization proposed a 2020 sulfur limit on all exhaust coming from sea-going ships, and called on these ships to halve their total greenhouse emission by 2050. In what way has the International Maritime Organization been able to regulate the emission of exhaust from ships? One way they've been able to do that is by reducing sulfur content in ships' fuel oil, and shipping industries in response have tried all their best to strategize solutions, including the low sulfur fuel oil, that is the LSFO, the marine gas oil, that is the MGO, the LNG, which is the liquid natural gas, and even burning the current fuel and having scrubbers on the exhaust stacks. The International Maritime Organization standard for fuels in every ship should not be more than 0.5% sulfur, and we all know a green ship would leave the least amount of carbon emission to reduce the risk of emitting exhaust gas fumes from the ship, because we all know that the shipping industry deals with chemicalized products. We all know that the shipping industry deals with chemicalized products, and they are involved in hazardous environments. Green ship technology adopts steps to decrease emission and consume more energy and be more efficient. We also have the Green Marine, which is a voluntary environmental certification for the marine industry that was introduced to address key issues as regards land, air, and water pollution, and to offer plans for marine companies to reduce their overall environmental footprints. Public health experts today have estimated that a cleaner marine fuel will lead to the reduction of premature mortality and morbidity by 34% and 54% respectively. It also leads to a global reduction of cardiovascular and lungs disease, cancer, premature death, asthma in children, and also prevents the ozone layer from depleting. We all know that if the ozone layer depletes by 1% or 2%, it can lead to the melting of the earth. So there are 4 benefits, or 4 to 5 key benefits that we can derive from the change in the sulfur limit, which is one, cleaner air. It will help us to have a cleaner air for sustainable living. We also have the positive impact on human health. Green shipping will enable people, will reduce the risk of respiratory disease, pulmonary disease, cardiovascular disease, lungs cancer, and the like. It will also help in higher quality fuels. Majority of ships will switch to higher quality, low sulfur limits to meet the International Maritime Organization standard for sulfur limits. It will also help in changes enforcement authorities. That is, the enforcement authorities will work hard to make sure that ship industry adhere to the compliance of the IMO standards for regulating greener shipping. Now, the shipping industry is responsible with strategies to go green. Some are ready to implement theirs immediately, while some are taking baby steps. Let's look at some solutions that are innovative for the new technologies of greener shipping. I would introduce my guest speaker, Marco, to give us one solution for the innovation of the new technologies for greener shipping.
Hi everyone. One solution is slow ship travel time. It's discovered that large ship might turn 280 to 300 metric tons of high sulfur fuel oil a day at high speed, but only 80 to 90 metric tons a day at slower speeds, which means slower travel may definitely cut costs and help reduce emissions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marco. Standing on all existing protocols and being granted by my chief commander, I would like to thank you so much, Marco, and invite Veli to come and give us more solutions.
Thank you very much, Vinny, for having me on the show tonight. As we all know and we've heard from my co-speakers, this brings us to streaming underbelly bubbles out of tiny holes in the ship. We all know what tiny bubbles are and shapes are. And also so that the underbelly can help to slice more cleanly through the waterways. And according to Samsung, the technology cuts fuel consumption by 4 to 5%. And this also brings us to battery boats. In a country like Norway, where the government wants 2 to 3 of all ferries carrying passengers and cars along its coast to be electrified by 2030. Moving forward, Congo Bank Group is offering battery-powered ships, engineers, and developing a short-haul electric containers ships for usage. Thank you very much, and I'll call on my co-speaker to come and throw more light on the subject matter. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Vali. From his explanation, we can now see that we can now have electrified boats. The same way we are now having electric cars in the country today, it is possible for us to have electrified boats and boats, and this is something that is a gradual process in countries like Norway, which can happen also in Nigeria. So I'll invite my next speaker, McNamara, to come and share his views.
Thank you for giving me the floor. I'm going to talk about the use of green hydrogen. This is an alternative fuel generated with clean energy. It is generated using renewable energy. The resulting hydrogen is called green if the electricity is produced by renewable power, such as solar or the wind, thereby providing shipping industry power without emission. Secondly, I'm going to talk about the proper waste energy recovery system. This is becoming more eco-friendly because they will help reduce fuel consumption by converting the waste heat from exhaust gases into the steam. This steam equally can be used to other capacities such as heating cargo areas. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks very much. I think thanks to my guest speakers, you have already done a great job. Thanks, I say big thanks to you all. And also, you have all seen the reason why we need a new technology for greener shipping. Thanks for listening. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much. This is a closing thought. The International Maritime Organization of 2020 emission standards are here in Nigeria today. They are here to stay. They are here to protect us and protect our environment and curb pollution produced by the shipping industries. The demand for the International Maritime Organization compliant products will continue to rise, and ship owners should try as much as possible to reduce their sulfur emissions by implementing green strategies today and moving forward. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's have the Group B. Group B members.
It's NIMA Reality TV Show. Stay glued on your TV screens.
Maritime Services Limited is a global maritime services provider with 11 physical branches all over West Africa. We provide services to ship owners and our customers in West Africa. Our head office is at number 27 Corporate Road, Apapa, Lagos, Nigeria. Our services are ship chandling, shipping agencies, husbandry services, underwater supply, bunker services, diesel supplies, and logistics. We're also members of the following organizations: IMPA, NIMASA, WCA, JC Trans, ISSA, Lloyd's Register, ISO, ShipServe, and IMO. For more information, please visit our website at www.kingshippingtrading.com or call the number 081-670-69828. King Shipping Trading Maritime Services Limited, we are the lead.
It's NIMA Reality TV Show. Stay glued on your TV screens.
Hello everyone, my name is Ruth Nkem Williams, standing on all existing protocol. I will be talking to you tonight about the impact of new technology for seafarers. First of all, what is technology? Technology, according to John Kenneth Galbraith, in his 1967 book titled The New Industrial State, described technology as a systematic application for scientific and other organized knowledge for practical tasks. Easy put, technology is an advanced computer application. We all use computer. Right? Advantages of technology: easy access to information. Technology gives you easy access to information. If you need information for your business, you need information on your job, you can use technology. You can use your phone to browse information. Technology also gives innovation in many fields. If, for example, you are a banker or you are a lawyer, you need more information on your job, you can use technology. Technology is always available for you. It's just your phone. Bring it out, browse it. It will give you everything that you're looking for. Technology also gives us ability to develop new innovation approaches. Technology gives us better learning technology. Meaning, if you want to learn, do you know there are some people that stays in their room and then they graduate from their room? Technology makes it so. You can be in your room, you can learn from your room, you can use your phone to learn, you can use your phone to do many things. Those are things that technology has made available to us. Having explained the meaning of technology, we'll be talking next about seafarers. Who are seafarers? I'll be calling on my co-speaker, Laura, as she emphasizes more on seafarers.
Thank you, Ms. Ruth, for calling me up on stage. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
Standing on all existing protocols, I am Laura Okoli, and I'll be enlightening you clearly on who a seafarer is. A seafarer is any member of a ship's crew, a person who sails especially with a reference to the likelihood of becoming seasick. They are groomed in the sole base of seafaring. They live their life on sea, they feed on sea, they walk on sea, and they are faced with the protection of a marine vessel. This simply implies that seafaring means working as a sailor on board and traveling regularly on sea. I will be going further to state the various crew members on board a marine vessel, starting from the captain, the Chief Officer. I'll be calling my co-speaker, Tasha, to enlighten you more on the impact of this new technology on seafarers. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. Good day, everyone. I'm here to talk about the impact of new technology on seafarers. Technology had made it easier to collect and enhance massive amounts of data to improve decision making, while also sharing reports through an organization at any point in time. For instance, there are instruments used to measure redirection. We have the barometer and also the thermometer. With good information at hand, it's easier to make decisions at points. We have the seabed, that is the ground of the sea. It contains minerals like copper and gold. This mineral requires good techniques in extracting the sea floors and slurry pipes. Use of hard vessels on sea make it easier and possible for extraction of these minerals. On this note, I would like to call on my co-speaker, Tizi, to emphasize more on the consequences of impact of technology.
Thank you, Ms. Santa. Thank you, everyone. All protocols duly observed. In as much as we have this impact of technology, we also have few consequences of technology for seafarers. Number one, we have the job insecurities. Some people think that when technologies emerge, it can lead to loss of job, whereas it encourages individuals to enlighten their intellectuals on these technologies for seafarers. Then secondly, we have procrastination. Procrastination, they say, is a thief time. It's bound to happen unknowingly. Seafarers can procrastinate activities with so much confidence for technology. Thirdly, we have self-propelled vessels. Crewless ships, unmanned vessels could lay cost off for seafarers and no other options for livelihood. It is important that constant acquisition of knowledge is made accessible for seafarers to keep them updated with technical trends. Thank you. So on this note, I'll be calling on my next speaker to throw more light for this consequences.
Thank you, Tizi. Standing on all existing protocols, I would like to talk more on the impacts of new technologies for seafarers. Now, first off, my chief speaker and my co-speaker have told you guys about who a seafarer is and the meaning of technology. So I'll just dive into the impacts. Firstly, we have communication. Communication has made it easier for seafarers to actually communicate with their families without stress. Unlike when they couldn't, and they couldn't actually do this, but now it is easier and faster for them. Also, it helps to pinpoint location of current vessels. That aside, thirdly, it has also aided in maintaining and cleaning of the ship vessels. Instead of using manpower, you can easily do that with new technologies. Also, it has helped in building and repairing parts of ships. And lastly, this new technology have aided in monitoring and producing new acquisition of data. Thank you, and I would like to call on my last speaker, Onome, to emphasize more on what he said.
Thank you very much, Nero. Standing on all existing protocols, my name is Onome. From coral bleaching to global warming causing sea level to rise, maritime ecosystems are rapidly changing. More than ever before, it is important to know that information communication technology has great impact on the maritime industry as well as its effect on seafarers. Technology has been defined already as the application of scientific knowledge to the achievement of tasks and practical works. It is important to note that one impact of new technologies on seafarers will be communication. The advent of the 6G strong Wi-Fi band and the 5G has made communication very effective for seafarers, regardless of the location where they might find themselves. They are able to communicate with their families and keep in touch as soon as possible, every time on the go. It is also important to note that the advent of technology has reduced boredom for seafarers. With the advent of AR, which is augmented reality, and the virtual reality, seafarers are able to have recreational activities on board the vessels, and they are also able to bond effectively and efficiently for production on board their vessels. As seafarers, it's important to note that maritime security is not left out. The advent of technology has made it easy for maritime security to have more systems, more things going on, and the safer the sea, the safer the works of the maritime industry. Seafarers are able to monitor their activities with the use of submarines. They are also able to go under the seas, fight wars, and do a lot of things via technology. It's also important to know that the acquisition of knowledge is not left out. The use of Allison, which is an app for study, has made it easy for seafarers to update themselves as the day go by, because daily trends and new innovations are being brought into the maritime industry via technology. We should also not forget digital optimization. For cargo handling, about 30 to 40% were used to manage cargo on board vessels, but currently this has been reduced. Transportation capacity has now made it easy through digital optimization that cargoes have been arranged accordingly on board vessels, and the spaces which these vessels have been reduced to between 20 and 15%, making it easy for seafarers to load their vessels on board the ship without stress. Without wasting much time, I want us to understand that the impact of technology on seafarers cannot be overemphasized. And without further ado, I would like to call on my chief speaker to conclude as we move on. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Onome. I'm sure you have learned a lot. But you know why my co-speaker, Nero, was talking? He spoke about communication as an impact of new technology. Onome also emphasized more about it. But then, when they spoke about technology as an impact of new technology for seafarer, but I want to let you know that it's not just for seafarer. It also applies to us. You can also use it. In fact, we've been using it. That is what you use to communicate to your loved ones. You want to call somebody, you want to speak with someone that is not very close to you. You can call them, you can talk to them either by video call or by audio. All are new technology, benefits of new technology. Thank you so very much, and I also want to say thank you to my co-speakers. Thank you for having us. On this note, we'd like to say
Happy World Maritime Day
2022.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good day, Captain. Good day, fellow ambassadors. Good day, viewers at home. I am Junior, and my team and I will be doing a presentation on application of new technologies in solving maritime issues in our country, Nigeria. Before we start, I would like to introduce my team members. First, we have Officer Wheezy. Next, I have V. Next, I have Indiana. Next, I have Kize. And lastly, Austin. So I and my team will be doing a presentation again on application of new technologies in solving maritime issues in Nigeria. You can now have your seats.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what is technology? According to Wikipedia, technology is defined or can be referred to as an artifact that is made through a systematic application of knowledge and is used to reach practical goals. What is maritime? Maritime is a wide concept, and it can relate to land-borne, sea-borne, and water-borne trade. When we talk about trade, we talk about commerce. It involves moving people, goods, and services from one point of need to another point of destination. So talking about maritime issues in Nigeria, we have a lot of them, but to mention a few, I'll start with inadequate port and technological facilities in our ports in Nigeria. This is a problem that faces many of Nigerian ports, ranging from Onne Port to Apapa Port to Tinkan Island Port and other ports in Nigeria. Another problem or maritime issue is delay in ship turnaround time and truck turnaround time, and a major case study for that is the Lagos port, the one we know as Apapa port, where trucks have to queue for hours getting into the port. Another issue is lack of communication among seafarers when we talk about ship-to-ship communication or ship-to-shore communication. Some vessels have advanced communication devices on board, while some do not. So with this, it is still an issue because the Inmarsat-C is not on all ships. Another issue in the maritime industry today in Nigeria is carbonization. And when we talk about carbonization, we talk about maritime pollution, where we have toxic substances that go into the air, and this adds to global warming effect. Also, it contributes to dangers to life of humans and life at sea. So, looking at the current technology trends around the world today, we can mention but a few. So I'll start with artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence looks at curbing repetitive tasks that a human does, thereby bringing in computer and technology to serve those purposes. And